Hello guys, King Happy here, and welcome back to another King Talks. So, I recently hit 10k subscribers. Very good. Very happy with that. Very pleased. The question would be, am I doing something special for it? I kind of are trying to, but when I have an idea for things, because I work so much, it takes me maybe 2 or 3 weeks to make it from an idea to actually be able to do it. Because of planning, arranging other videos, and physically making time for it. So you may find something in a little while, but I don't know. It won't be labelled as a 10k subs thing, it'll just be a thing. So, maybe. Second of all, the backing footage should have probably kicked in pretty soon, really fast. So, first half's probably going to be around about doing my gold farm, doing it really fast, just basically showing that I did it in survival. That's basically why it's there. For anyone that's going to say I've done it creative or something or use MC Edit, it's there if they really want to see it. So it's going to go past really fast. It's 300% the speed, and then for the second half it's going to be a load of Quakecraft things which are also really fast. So each game is only about a minute and a half after it's been edited. So yeah, if you want to maximise that and look at the scoreboard on that, it's quite hilarious to watch how it changes. I actually quite enjoyed watching it back really fast. So today's topic is about generalising YouTubers, and I've got to give out a big disclaimer first, because some people don't realise what this series really means for me and what my objectives were for it. So it's basically in two things. First of all, it's either for me to give you guys information about the channel, or just give information about what I want. And second of all, it's make you think. It's not here to tell you this is right or this is wrong, or force my opinions upon anyone. Some people kind of haven't realised that. From the last episode, it got very large amounts of likes, actually, almost got 500. That was really cool to see. So you're definitely enjoying it. But there are a few questions people saying, is this cheating or is this cheating? These are my opinions, they are all subjective. Take them as you will, ignore them if you please, disagree with them, agree with them, whatever. I just want to get some communication going with you guys, get discussion going. I want to hear what you guys think. Now, you've heard what I think about these things. I want to hear the flip side. And it's really nice to see the comments. Last episode there were some really good comments. Lovely to read. I really enjoyed this series just because of those comments. So keep them coming, guys. It's excellent. So before we move on to the topic today, I'll put one more disclaimer out. Anything I say in this actual episode, I am not directing this at any particular group of YouTubers or certain YouTubers. I'm not personally attacking anyone. Don't think that I'm talking about a certain YouTuber, because I won't be. I'll be generalising. So don't pin this on anyone. Don't say I'm talking about a certain person. I'm going to move on to that. But before we go on to actually generalising YouTubers and the aim of the episode of that, just very briefly say we are onto the one channel page for everyone now. I've been on it for quite a while now, and there are a lot of advantages in it. Yes, the channel art thing is not very fun, but the rest of it is built very well and it works. I still need to make a introduction channel video thing for non-subscribers. It's going to be about 30 seconds, that's what it should be. I'm not really quite sure what I should say in it. Any suggestions, please tell me. And also any suggestions for changes in channel art or thumbnails and stuff, and anything else with that, intros, outros, I'd love to hear them, or anyone that actually wants to help me with that. Okay. That's the information part gone. So now on to the topic for today. Now this is going to be quite fun for me, as I'm a statistical person. I like to generalise things. It's what we do, it's how you make models work. If everything is a discrete variable, there are too many variables to play with. This doesn't work, basically. So to make some sort of impression of an overall thing, you need to generalise. That's how it works. So I'm going to go through, and this list will be in the description, a whole load of different sort of named categories I'm going to give to YouTubers that do Minecraft specifically, and how they deal with it, what kind of activity they have and everything else. Like I said, it's not having a go at anyone, I'm not directing this at any certain channel, I'm just saying this is how I myself think of YouTubers, and maybe tell me, you know, your favourite YouTuber and kind of describe them in either my categories or your own categories. Now of course these YouTubers can fit into many categories, they might have bits of all these ones I'm going to talk about today, so there's no this is the one category for this one YouTuber. It doesn't work like that. And personally, I can't sit and profile my own channel. I can tell you some things I agree with or don't disagree with, or say that I feel the channel is doing or not. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what any YouTuber thinks about their own channel at all. It's irrelevant. It's all about public perception. If you guys think one thing, then that one thing is what it is. Doesn't matter what we think at all as YouTubers. So, I'd love to hear any other categories or suggestions or anything else. It'd be brilliant. So, we're done. We'll just jump into this then, I guess. First of all, I'd say the first category we'll talk about is the Flounder. So, I'll just name the category of how I've named them. I'll go through very briefly how I describe them or how I think of them, and then we'll move on to the next one. We'll try and get through as many as we can. So the Flounder is basically a channel which has maybe grown for the wrong reasons, or grown and then people haven't actually stayed to watch the videos. So it's where they have a lot of subscribers but very low daily views for their size. Maybe they had a lot of views on older videos, but their recent videos or the current videos get very, very low views. And then maybe we're looking at maybe 5 or less than 10% of their actual subscribers actually watch the video. That's what I'd call a Flounder. Of course, I'm not having to go at any certain people, but that is a unhealthy channel there, I guess. If you've got loads of subscribers and they're not watching anything, then they're pretty much dead activity. And what I disagree with people when they kind of get to that point where they kind of maybe change what they're doing or something, they kind of still act as if they have all those subscribers, but they actually have a fraction of them that actually are active. And you should always act what your activity is like. So if you've got maybe 10k active subs, then you should act like that. If you've got 100k subs and you maybe got 10k active, then you should be acting like someone that has 10k active. This is how it works. That's how it should be, because YouTube is not about subscribers, it's about amount of views, clicks, adverts, money. And before we go on, any of these things I'm going to talk about that I agree with, disagree with, hate, love, doesn't matter. If a YouTuber makes money from whatever they do, if I disagree with it or not, then good for them. Now, I've always said that. If it works for them and makes money, good for them. Doesn't matter at all if I disagree with it or not. That'll come apparent very quickly in this list of the ones I have down here. So that's the Flounder. Next is the cash cow. So this is where basically a YouTuber finds something which gets views. Maybe not that they're good at it, but just first of all it gets views. So they find something and they basically sit there and milk it, and they'll keep milking it and keep milking it and keep milking it. Now even the series starts to go downhill a bit or gets less and less views each time, they'll still keep doing it and keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it until they kill it. And then they'll try and find something new, or failing that they'll just pretty much peter out, and yeah. That's the cash cow. Find something they're good at and they keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that without thinking about other series, or they'll do that one series for the sake of not doing any other series at all. Okay. Next one is the Leech. Now this is where this whole having a go at people and everything else comes into it. I hate Leech channels personally. This is where basically a channel will showcase someone else's things, maybe not credit them correctly or not credit them at all, and get more views and earn money off of them than the actual original, which is very, very unfortunate. Yeah, there's a lot of people that basically just watch Reddit, and if someone comes up with an idea, then they'll sit there and make a video on it and earn money off of it. Basically easy, cheap content, which personally I disagree with totally. I've had that done with a few of my inventions and things, where someone else has just done basically a video on my video, maybe mentioned my name but nothing else, and got a couple of 100,000 views on it. I don't get a couple of 100,000 views on my videos, so I'm quite bitter about that sort of thing. But yeah, that's how it works. Next is the entertainer. Now, I'm not an entertainer. I freely hold my hands up for that. I don't go out to entertain. It's not my purpose. I don't particularly think about doing things in a entertaining way deliberately. If it's entertaining in the end, so be it. But I don't set out to make entertainment material. I set out to make technical material and things that I enjoy. It's not entertainment. It should be fulfilling material and interesting. Not for everyone. I'll give you that. Okay, next is the casual technical. So I don't really believe there are pretty much any fully technical channels anymore, or if there ever was. You might say this person's technical, this person's technical. I'm talking about technical as in hard graft, 100% technical, sort of if they're going through telling you how to code Java and stuff and things like that. That's full on technical. You don't really see that much of that in Minecraft. If you do, generally not many people watch it because it's generally very, very stale and boring, in my opinion. Yeah. Generally they don't even do it very well because you basically watch it and you go, this is quite interesting, we'll try and stay, and then after 10 minutes it's kind of, this is really, really boring, and you don't watch it again. So that's what full technical would be. Casual technical, I'm guessing I'm sort of in that a bit. I do it in such a way where I kind of show off what I want to show off and just play like normal. I show off technical things or explain some things, but I won't go into mega detail on it. I won't go through tons of things for it. I say this is what it is, my ideas for it, this is how it works, there you are. So yeah, that's casual technical. Next category would be the gimmick. So this is where, and these channels can be good, can be bad, or in my opinion anyway, like I said, where they pick something, normally a peculiarity or a odd thing for a snapshot or something like that, and it's normally a very, very minor thing, and they'll find something weird or buggy or strange or gimmicky basically to do with it, and do a little video on it. They can be quite popular. A lot of people watch them because they're normally short videos and they're interesting-ish. Genuinely, I don't think many people put those sort of things into their actual Let's Plays. The sort of things that's kind of, oh, that's cool, but when would you do it? Kind of stuff. There you are. That's the gimmick channel. Next would be the bug hunter. So there are some people which are set out just to break the game. There's a few of them around still. Generally they're very, very inactive channels. They maybe pop up now and then and just show something which kind of goes against the normal logic of Minecraft or what kind of they were aiming for. Goes and breaks it, kind of the, ha, I broke your game. That's it. So that's the bug hunters. Next is the one-hit wonder. So there are a number of channels that which I can think of. I won't specify any at all, but they will have one big thing, and maybe a large group of YouTubers will give a like on their video and they've got a lot of sort of publicity for it, and everyone will be like, oh yay, so and so's this thing or that thing or whatever else, and then kind of they don't do anything afterwards. It kind of ends there. Yeah, so that's one hit wonder. There are a few people that have had that happen actually. Next is the shift worker. So this is where basically what I can't do, and personally it's not how I ever want to watch a video made or do a video myself. This is where basically someone sits down and treats YouTube as a proper job, and they sit there and say, I have 2 hours to record this video and get it out now, then I have to record this video and this video, this video, this video. Kind of, I don't care if I finish what I plan to do in the video or anything else, I will just record as much as I can that time, render it, upload it, there you are. Shift over, move on to something else. So that's shift worker. and then we'll go on to the wine waterer. My categories are quite funny sounding, I will admit, but they do have some meaning behind them. So the wine waterer is basically where they will have one maybe good idea for an episode or one particular way of doing something, and they water it down and make it into one episode. So maybe if you picked one idea or one little thing to test or one little principle, maybe something that maybe I'd feel that I would kind of say I was going to do, show a couple of seconds of it and then show you the result. They might take a whole episode to do it, and that's what I'm calling the wine waterer. Kind of good thing. Spread it out into maybe half an hour or something that kind of loses its taste. We'll go with that. Next one is the name. So there are a number of channels which basically live off of a name. So maybe a name of a group or a community or another YouTuber that they're attached to, and that's how they get subscribers, that's how people actually get their channel, and people kind of watch them because of this name. No other reason. Doesn't matter if their content is good or bad or rubbish or awful, they probably still get people watching their videos. That is the name. I'm certainly not under that category. Next one is just for fun. So this is the people that generally do really cool stuff. Just for fun is just basically people aren't doing this for money. They will find something, and if they really enjoy it, they'll do it really well, make a video on it, and it will be really nice. They might not be very regular uploaders or anything else, but they're just for fun, and that's really where a lot of people should be. Do it that you enjoy it. Don't do it for money. Don't do it because you feel like you should do. Don't feel pressured about it. Do it for fun. If you make a video and you really enjoy it, then people genuinely will enjoy it as well. That's what good content is. Next is the noises. Now, you can probably think of a lot of channels which basically play off noises. There are some people that maybe have a particular characteristic noise that they make, or laugh, or squeal, or action, or something, which they just slip in now and then, which they're known for. That's not what we're talking about here. This is where basically they kind of fill out normal content with just noises. Yeah, I'm sure you can think of some examples there. I'm sure you understand what I mean, kind of where someone would normally say something normal or just not do it at all or just skip it. They sit there and fill it in with noises. Yeah, we'll just leave that one for that. I'm sure you can understand it. Next one is song and dance. So this is normally where people aim their content at younger people again. No, we're going to talk about under 18s like we had before. That's what I would say is younger people. Normally young teens kind of stuff. So where maybe they're going to do one little thing, but they'll create a story around it, or song and dance around it, build it up, maybe do some sort of pantomime stuff. Not my thing personally, and I don't enjoy watching that either, but a lot of people enjoy that. That's song and dance. Next is the PvPer. Now, these channels don't do particularly well these days, apart from a few. So we're talking about things like people that just live off of things like Hunger Games and stuff like that, get hundreds of thousands of views on them for, yeah. So there are a lot of PvPers around. A lot of them are small. Some people get a lot of views for them. Like I said before, if it makes them money, good for them. I have no problem with PvPs in general. But yeah. Next one is the map maker. Now these channels are generally people that take a long time working things out or building things. Not as much time these days with all the extra tools and filters and added things that people have to create these things. But basically they spend a long time building things. Or these days most people have like a team of builders if they're a big channel, which doesn't really mean they make much themselves, but there you go. But yeah, they normally just spend a long time doing a couple of things now and then. That's why it's called the map maker. I'm not a map maker, I'll give you that. Next one is the trendsetter. So there are some channels which will do something, doesn't matter if it's particularly good or not, but other people will follow it and quote it and say that just because that person said it before, whether it's a idea or a invention or a noise or a phrase or anything like that, or a mini game or anything like that. People will follow it, jump on the bandwagon just because X person did it. I'm not that one either. Next one is the bandwagon, which is kind of the opposite end. So the people that see something working well and they go, I give a bit of that pie, or I think I could do that too. They jump on the bandwagon. Maybe they don't know exactly where it's going, but they'll jump on it anyway. Even if they're not particularly good at it. No, some people have done that for FTB. They just jumped on it and said, we should be doing this, therefore we'll go for that and just see how it goes. I did that bit, but I did spend a long time making sure I knew what I was talking about at the time. But yeah, that's bandwagon. Next is the spammer. Now this is where, especially the large channels, where they maybe pump out 5 or 6 videos a day kind of thing. Generally very low quality, but if they've got enough subscribers that they can get enough views on them to make them worthwhile. They spend like 20 minutes doing a video, they get a couple of 100,000 views. Even if they have a huge amount of subscribers compared to the amount of views they get on them, there's enough views to make it worthwhile in money terms. That's a spammer. Generally, the more people or the more channels that spam videos out, the less likely people are to watch further videos and keep kind of interested and subscribing the channel. And that's where we kind of move into the Flounder in the future because of that. What I think anyway. Next is the Thought Provoker. So this isn't so common in Minecraft, but there are a lot of channels which kind of want to make you think. People do enjoy thinking. I enjoy thinking. People generally feel like they're being clever if they're thinking about stuff or given information in a video which is maybe funny or something, but they still feel like they've learnt something or empowered them in some way. That's the Thought Provoker. I try now and then, but I'm not particularly aiming just for that. I do have the feeling that I want to give you principles and you do something unique, and we can move forward as a community, get new content there, not just copying something time after time. But there you go. The next is the Ringmaster. So this is basically channels which live solely off of things like updates, mod reviews, texture pack reviews, things like that. They get searched a lot, but they don't really do anything apart from that. Not my favourite channel, I have to say. But generally they do get a lot of views and subscribers because they get high up in the listings. Yeah, that's the Ringmaster. And the next is the Nameless. So this applies to a huge amount of channels, and it's the sad part of YouTube. Basically, the people that do really good content, or maybe Minecraft, maybe they invent something or do some sort of redstone thing, which is much better than other things around, or really clever or anything like that. But because they're not big, or they don't have any subscribers, or they haven't got enough people watching the videos, they're nameless. People will never think of their thing. If someone else picks it up and uses it and even quotes them, people won't generally think of the original person. They will say this person did it in their own thing. They mention someone's name but we don't remember, and therefore they then from then on believe that it was the person that copied it actually their idea. This happens to quite a few people, quite a few things further on, and some things are known as certain inventions by some people, but they're actually by someone else. But yeah, people don't generally say this isn't my design or this isn't my invention if people believe it is, misled or not. So yeah, that's a load of my list of different groups of YouTubers. I'm sure you can think of more. It's not all encompassing at all. Because someone did ask me what is my inspiration on YouTube at the moment, what channels inspire me. I can think of a couple that may have inspired me when I started. I then quickly got to the point in Minecraft that I knew more than them, or I felt like I could do better things than them, and then I kind of lost interest in those channels. These days I can't really think of any channels which inspire me as such. There's some channels that I enjoy, but I don't really think of many that actually inspire me. Just doesn't kind of figure these days, I don't think. But these days I'm having a lot of fun just doing what I'm doing, not really being under too much pressure for time and such. I try and get videos out regularly-ish, but I'm not totally obsessed by it. I used to be kind of, I need to stay up all night to get this video done so I can get it out and not miss a few days or something, but I'm not too concerned about that these days. But yeah, so that is kind of what I'm going to talk about today. Hopefully you maybe found some of them amusing. So maybe the next time you watch a video, kind of think, what category does this person actually fit in? Because everyone fits into a category, even if it's their own category. And kind of think, because those categories, maybe what their aims are or should be, or kind of what they're planning, or kind of, it would explain some reasons how they act with things. Certain channels where they've changed what they're doing have kind of slotted into one of these new categories, and you can see the exact purpose why they're doing it, you know, what audience they've changed to, how they're aiming to change their viewer base. It's interesting. I enjoy thinking about it and seeing how channels develop. Maybe you can enjoy that too. So that is the end today. I don't know how long this is, but I hope you have enjoyed. Hope the backing footage has been okay. If you want to see some sort of Quakecraft series, it won't be a series, it'll be a video now and then, because people generally don't watch much PvP on the channel. Do so. Other than that, I thank you very much for joining me, guys, and I'll see you next time.